All right, let's start with the short-term closures here. We'll start there, starting Friday night and then lasting until Monday morning. 35W going to be closed in both directions from 94 downtown Minneapolis all the way down to the crosstown. Again, Friday night until Monday morning. These are the detours. You're going to want to take 394, Highway 100, and then also the crosstown there. So keep an eye on that. We now move to some long-term closures. These are all going to be in effect starting Friday, lasting until the fall of 2021. How about that? Impacting 35W from downtown Minneapolis to 43rd Street. So northbound traffic going to be reduced to 3 lanes starting on Friday. Southbound traffic will be reduced to just 2 lanes. Now also the ramp southbound 35W to 35th Street, that's going to be closed along with 35th Street to northbound 35W. Again, all of this until the fall of 2021. No joke. And then the 24th Street pedestrian bridge, a lot of people like to walk across that. That closes on Friday, and that will be closed for good as they build a new one there. Another traffic note, if you're heading north for Grandma's Marathon in Duluth here this weekend, want to plan extra time for that perhaps. There are going to be some traffic delays in Forest Lake, and then also as you head north approaching Pine City. We'll send it back to you.